Many people use their cane the wrong way without realizing it, and that can actually make pain and balance worse. Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm a licensed physical therapist, and in this video, I'll show you how to use a cane correctly so that it helps you walk more safely and comfortably. Before you take another step, stop and check which hand you're using. Most people should hold the cane in the hand opposite the leg that is weaker or more painful. For example, if your left hip or knee hurts, your cane should be in your right hand. And here's why. Walking normally uses opposite arm and leg movement. Holding the cane on the opposite side preserves that natural pattern and creates 3 points of contact with the ground. This helps reduce the load on the weaker leg, improves stability, and makes walking smoother and more efficient. When the cane is held on the same side as the painful or weaker leg, it can disrupt that normal movement, increasing your fall risk. If hand or wrist problems limit which side you can use, modifications may be needed, but for most people, the opposite side is the better option. People use canes for different reasons, but there are 3 common situations where a cane may help. If you have hip or knee pain, which causes you to limp, or you find yourself leaning on furniture to get across a room, a cane can help take pressure off of a painful joint and add stability. If one leg is noticeably weaker, whether from injury, surgery, or a neurological condition, a cane provides an additional point of contact with the ground and can reduce the fall risk. If balance feels less reliable than it used to, a cane can increase your base of support and improve safety during walking. Once you've decided a cane is appropriate, choosing the right one matters. Curved handles work well for many people. Handles with a flatter surface, like this one, can feel more comfortable if you need to put more pressure through your hand, especially if grip strength is limited. A solid rubber tip is important to reduce slipping. For added stability, a quad cane provides 4 points of contact instead of 1. I recommend choosing an adjustable cane whenever possible. Adjustable metal canes make it easier to fine-tune the height. Adjusting the cane to the correct height is something many people get wrong. If your cane is too tall, it won't support you as well when you're trying to take pressure off of a painful hip or knee. If it's too short, it can lead to poor posture and back discomfort. To check the height, stand upright with your arms relaxed at your sides. The handle of the cane should line up with the wrist crease. When the height is correct, your elbow will have a slight bend, allowing you to use your upper body strength without straining your wrist or your shoulder. Make sure you're standing tall and not leaning while you're measuring. If you're using a 4-prong cane, also called a quad cane, the wider side of the base should be closer to your foot and the narrow side should be facing away from you. This keeps your weight inside the base of support. If the quad cane is flipped the wrong way, it's actually less stable and can cause you to trip. Let's put everything together. Your cane and your weaker leg move forward together and land at the same time. Then your stronger leg steps through. Let's practice that together. The cane and the weaker leg go together, then step through with the stronger leg. Cane, step through, cane, step through. Many people start with a step 2 pattern where the stronger leg steps up to meet the weaker one. That often feels more stable at first, but if you're able, stepping past the weaker leg creates a smoother and more energy efficient walking pattern. One of the most common mistakes is moving the cane with the stronger leg instead of the weaker one. The cane should always move forward with the leg that needs support. This is what gives you more stability because of the tripod that is made with the cane and the weaker leg together. Once you're using your cane correctly, the next step is building leg strength. Watch this video next for simple leg strengthening exercises.